Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. There's a song there. I can feel it. I've been singing it, and it's living rent free in my head too. Gentlemen, good evening. Hello, welcome, boys and girls, children of all ages. If you did not know, you are here. You have found the Brothers in Arms podcast here on twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms. That is all one word. Um, it is the 31st of March in the year of our Lord 2024. Gentlemen, it's the last day of March, episode 150. And we're here, we're live, we're doing it to talk to each other. So, with that, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Before we get any farther, happy Easter, gentlemen.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
That's right. He is risen indeed. What a great day for us. Yeah, what a blessing. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, there we go.
The promise has been fulfilled.
Let's go, man. Let's go. So, good, great, fantastic day to you boys. How you doing?
A lot of work.
Yeah.
That's been my life. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Doing the do.
Boy, you got through that real quick.
He did.
He sure did. Job's done. He's out. Good night, everybody.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Job's done.
Bye. Job's done. There's another one. Phrases that live in your head or things that live in your head rent free. There are many of them.
You know, and in correlation to Easter and being the job is done, that fits. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll keep going.
It's perfect. I love it. Run with it.
I'm running. Speaking of running, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh, run.
Hashtag I don't run. Yeah, I got you, Alex. I got you.
Mhm.
Well, what a week. It's been a party. And Alex, are you still in the basement?
I am still in the basement.
Alex is still in the basement where Greg is right now. The sunshine is currently blasting through his window.
Yeah, and it's raining too.
That's
the best part.
Fascinating. You know what that means?
Yeah. Sunshine and rain. I don't. What does that mean?
It's going to rain again tomorrow. But anyways, I feel
Oh.
feel the sunshine after the rain. You know that one? Just blast. I'm just blasting all the songs tonight anyways.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, there's a lot of them.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Some of our listeners aren't, and that's okay. I still love you.
Yeah. I mean, no one's active in the chat, so it's okay.
Oh.
Liz will
threw it
jump
out
on
there.
here in a minute.
Poor
I'm
chat.
positive because I know
Fine.
she's listening.
I sent her a message that said pre-show's rolling, and she was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And I got nothing.
Yeah. It's
We
all right.
we consistently have our 2 or 3 viewers that will come and listen to us.
The bots?
How many? Yeah, but how many people? Yeah, well, you have all the bots too. Those are always fun.
Why do bots always listen? Why are they always listening? What are they listening for? Is it the CIA?
Yeah, don't say that out loud.
I didn't
Refer
say
to them by
anything.
their technical name. It's the Alphabet Men.
The alphabet men?
The alphabet men.
Mm.
You bring them into existence when you say that. Actually, that's a funny one because I saw a clip. A dude. So you have federal air marshals and
Yeah.
undercover agents that travel on aircraft all
On
the
every
time.
flight. Yeah, just about.
And you can usually, some of them are pretty obvious, like the way that they're dressed and whatnot. And this dude, it was a post on, I think it was TikTok. He thought it'd be a bright idea. He saw the dude like mean mugging him from across the terminal. So naturally, he walked over and said like something along the lines of like, "Hi, three letter agent," and just said like just like that and walked
No
off.
way.
Well, naturally, he got on his flight and he boarded his flight. He sat near the back of the aircraft, and this dude boarded said name flight as well, and made sure to sit right next to him.
No way.
Apparently, they're friends now, but he's like, yeah, be mindful. He's like, it's funny when you think about it, but if you do it for real, things get awkward really fast.
Oh my goodness.
Oops.
Yeah.
The first thing that came to mind when Greg said, they're easily recognizable is, him sitting with all the other guys in the V-22, and there's some dude in a suit sitting next to him. You're like, I wonder which one of us is the federal marshal.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're all armed though, so it's a little different.
Oh.
We're flying in country. Good times.
Oh.
Ah,
Hey,
Hi, Pop.
good evening, Dad. Happy Easter as well.
What?
Yeah.
I got to roll back to that one more time. Like,
What?
we're not talking
Yeah.
commercial flights, are we?
No.
No,
we're
no,
talking
of
like
course
Greg's
not.
flying on the plane that
Right.
he works on.
Right. You're always packing on your flight.
Yeah.
Right.
In country, not
Right,
stateside.
right.
Unless we're actually out going to go shoot guns, which is a
Yeah.
whole nother ballgame. Funny though, you say that because when you do fly, if you fly overseas for a deployment, you take your issued weapons with you, and it's very entertaining because you don't have no ammo. You know, you just have your firearms,
Ain't
Right.
got no ammo.
and
Ain't got no gas in it.
there's a dude on, again, we're covering like some funny ones. This dude on TikTok made a joke about it because he was going through security and he sets off the alarm and they're like, yeah, mind you, he's holding his rifle, he has it on his person, and he goes through and they're like, do you have any metal on you? And he's like, just my gun. Like, I'm gonna put my gun in the thing, to go through security. Like, it's so funny. You can check them, Dad. That is.
I always pack
That
an
is-
extra pair of boxers.
Boxers.
Yeah.
Brief
Meh.
man myself, but teach their own.
Boxer briefs.
Oh, stop. Let's not talk about this.
All right, family channel. Moving on.
How okay.
Okay, you can talk about it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Boxer briefs, man.
Go ahead.
It's all about the boxer briefs.
Go ahead.
You get the same freedom and the same comfort. Both
All the
best of
support.
both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, it really cuts down on chafing.
Oh gosh.
Title of the episode: Cuts down on chafing.
Yep.
Happy Easter, all.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Sponsored by Gold Bond.
Oh man.
Oh, that was the most awkward time. Dad, mine also have a special pocket. That pocket is fantastic. But anyway, high school marching band, right? Me and a good buddy of mine by the name of Spencer Cape. We're kind of bigger dudes, right? And we're dealing with a chafing issue. I've dealt with this my entire life.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, you're fine. But literally, we went to the band moms because we had this issue, and two of the band moms went out in town and bought us special underwear and brought it back and brought it to the field. So Spencer and I are standing, on either side of a car door, trying to change our underwear in the middle of marching band practice and then put on Gold Bond and go right back out. It was
I didn't
great.
know this story. That's
dude.
hilarious.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Sponsored by Gold Bond.
Sponsored by Gold Bond.
Gold Bond.
Yeah, they went out and they bought us Gold Bond and special underwear. It was great.
And special underwear.
Sounds like. Oh man. There's.
Yep.
There's
You can go
done.
there.
I'm done. Nope. Nope.
I know what
We'll
you're thinking.
save it. We'll save it for later. We'll save it for another day. Gentlemen, how have things been? What have you guys been up to this week? I know mine's really short because
As he's typing on a keyboard from 1982.
Yep. Clack, 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 clack.
clack, 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 clack.
You missed an E there, bud.
It's got a special clack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I need a button so I can mute my microphone. Does anyone have one of those?
Just use push to talk. That's what I do.
No, because I don't want to have to push over and over again. I just want a little like a
He-
floor button that I can mash when I want to mute my
You,
mic.
you want a cough button?
He wants to
Mhm.
freely speak.
Yes, I
Speak,
let him speak.
speak freely.
I also speak for. No, hey, Scout's honor.
I thought that was
Yeah,
no. It's
that's
three fingers.
It's three.
Three fingers. Yeah. Pan
This is just B.
this is B. Yeah.
That's B.
A B C.
And
Yeah.
live long and prosper.
Yeah, I don't think the thumb is extended on that one. I think
Peace
it's-
up, A-Town down.
Peace up, A-Town down.
That's right.
Yep.
Peace up, A-Town down. See, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just watching this, or if you're just listening to this, I almost said if you're listening to this visually, you're missing out on some good stuff. So you can check
You
us
are.
out. Yeah, and Granddad always wants two fingers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always the two fingers.
Always two fingers. Yeah.
Yeah, I made Manhattans this evening, and that's what I did was two fingers. Works out.
Manhattans.
Dude, I'm in New York now. You gotta shift the drink.
Okay. So for
So-
the unenlightened, what is a Manhattan?
So a Manhattan is a bourbon cocktail. Okay, and it consists of the area code for Manhattan. It is 212. So it is 2 ounces of bourbon, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, and 2 dashes of bitters. Yes.
And
212.
what was your bitter?
Cherry bitters.
Mm.
Because I got some brandied cherries from Amazon, and yeah, it's a good day. So that's what I was just eating a second ago. There were 2 of those.
I very much appreciate your education. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I would ever put it to use, but I
No,
appreciate your education.
But
Thank
yeah.
you. Very nice.
Yeah, and then you can jazz that up however you want. You can go higher class bourbon. You can go higher class sweet vermouth. I pretty much I got gifted a bottle for my birthday
Nice.
of Toasted Barrel Elijah Craig. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are hard to find too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they are. Yeah. My brother-in-law is a bourbon snob. He's actually pretty happy. He just won a lottery, and he got a chance to buy a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle.
Wow.
Yeah. Greg is like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Patrick on.
Yeah.
no,
Um,
I'd lived in Kentucky for a hot minute, so
Yeah.
I'm understanding what Pappy Van Winkle is. I do know that people were crazy enough to wait outside the liquor barn for like 3 days straight for its release at this place. So, what besides being a name, a label, what's the big deal?
It's very good.
It's just really good.
Hmm.
I've never even tried it. Like it's aged. It gets high marks every time it's released.
I was not in line, Pop. Thank you. I just went to Kroger a lot, which is right next door.
Well, here's the thing though. Like, if you're able to go in, like, even if you buy a bottle, you're gonna buy it for close to retail, which is like, you'll probably pay about $150,
Wow.
and then on the secondary market, you can sell it for $2,000.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you Google Patrick, just for kicks and giggles, I've muted myself this time so I didn't click.
Oh,
clack.
clackety click clack clack.
Yeah,
1982
on my-
keyboard.
on my 1982 keyboard. For a 1982 keyboard, it's pretty fancy though. It does light up.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's fancy.
So
Fancy
does
light up
mine.
1982 keyboard. But it's got some bottles that are for sale online right now. Pappy Van Winkle 10-year for $8.99, like $899.
That's the 10-year. There's also a 12 and a 15.
The 15 is going for a little over 2,000.
And that's what he got. And Dad, yes, I did find I.W. Harper at the Nex at the Exchange in Portsmouth, and I almost bought a bottle because they were only asking for like $150 for it. Yeah.
Now help me out here. A leisurely drinker, someone who
is not going to buy something like that. That's like very high end,
Right.
top shelf stuff.
So how long is something like that going to last you? Years?
Um,
Wow.
a couple of months, yeah.
Okay, a couple of
Minimum, depending
months.
on how quickly, like, even if you've broken, like, that's saying you've broken the bottle open. Like, some people will purchase something like that and save it for a specific occasion.
Well, dang,
Wow.
Pop, I'll keep a lookout up here because they also have a smaller exchange up here, and they get stuff like that. So
Huh.
if you reach out, if I find something, I'll let Uncle Jeff know, and I'm not going to charge him $500 for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
Cool.
no, it just depends. Depends on what you're looking for.
Interesting.
And it's weird too,
Yeah.
so like in Virginia, use an example, and like bottles, like certain bottles that aren't expensive. One of my favorites is Buffalo Trace, just which is the same company that makes Pappy. Buffalo Trace Distilling makes. I know we're on a tangent here. They actually make Pappy Van Winkle, and Buffalo
Buffalo
Trace is like
Trace
their,
in Richmond, Kentucky
yeah, that
makes
is
Pappy
their,
Van Winkle. That makes
uh-huh,
sense.
that is their, but Buffalo Trace is their base bourbons, the one that they make a lot of,
Right.
that they release on a regular basis.
Right.
A bottle of that is like on the, like at the
Frankfurt. Thanks,
store
Pop. Not Richmond.
is like $30, $35, something like that. I may actually even cheaper than that. It might be like 25, 26, I think is what the current retail value is. But
Okay.
depending on where you buy it, because it's held in such high regard, like for a, at $25, it's totally worth it. It's an absolutely phenomenal bourbon.
Right.
I always have a bottle in the house. It's something I'll drink it straight. I like to mix it. Um, it's awesome. But people will buy it on the secondhand market for 2 or even 3 times that amount,
Wow.
which it's not worth it at that price.
Because you can't find it in other parts of the country, kind of deal?
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is a kicker, because it get like, and it just depends on where you're at. Like if you go into Kentucky,
It's
you're
like
going
water.
through, you go into Frankfurt, or you drive through Louisville, you can go into any liquor store in the county or in the state and just go pick up a bottle
It's there.
for
Right.
for cost, like what it should be cost. Um, Surprisingly, you can find it out here in California. It's pretty common.
Mhm. You can
Especially at
usually
like,
find it at the exchange too.
hmm but then there's, Virginia. It was insane. I could never find a bottle, and like, go figure. 2 states over, I'd never found a bottle of Buffalo Trace.
Wow.
It was absolutely,
Mhm.
and like the exchange, like our liquor store on base would get it occasionally, and as soon as it came in, it would be gone within 45 minutes to an hour.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it was weird.
Bourbon caviar.
Mm.
Two things I've
Bourbon
never had.
caviar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
never
a
had
caviar-
either of
I'm,
them.
I'm not a caviar fan.
That's
Not a
fish
very
eggs, right?
caviar fan
Yeah,
either.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
It's fish eggs.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I've had it in sushi.
Is that the
Yeah, but
the
that's
pink
different.
bubbles?
Yeah, roe. Yeah, those
that-
are fish eggs.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's usually salmon roe though. So caviar is usually exclusively like sturgeon roe.
Sturgeon.
Mm.
And apparently there's I was watching YouTube earlier, and one of the guys, they were fishing for spoonbills, and they were at a place where quite literally the spoonbills are just, they're massive, 40, 50. One of the guys caught like an 80-pound spoonbill, and the guide that took him out was like, I got a treat for you guys, is spoonbill caviar. It's so sturgeon. The reason why caviar is mainly sturgeon is because their roe is so much larger.
Mm.
So you get bigger roe, you get more of that salty fishy taste.
Mm.
But spoonbill apparently is like the number 2 caviar in the world, and they were eating it off of crackers and stuff. And this
Wow.
good old boy, they're in the middle of like Oklahoma. And this good old boy pulls out like little tiny bottles of champagne, and he's got like champagne and spoonbill caviar for these guys. It's hilarious.
In the middle of Oklahoma?
In the middle of Oklahoma.
I'm sorry. Fresh fish is not found in Oklahoma.
Oh, it is, apparently.
Oh. Okay.
So they were having a grand old time.
And let them have it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, that was a fun rabbit trail. Let's do it again sometime.
Yeah.
How's next week's out?
Sure. Or in like 5 minutes, whatever.
Or in the next breath. Sure. Sounds great. So, G, since your week is short, go ahead, man. Hit it.
Nothing too crazy. Again, I've been doing the nights thing, so I've been working 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., 12 hours a day. It's awesome. The one nice thing about it, I will say, is so being on base, the gym here on base is open 24 hours a day to active service members. Yes.
Ooh.
So, gentlemen, I can go to the gym at 1 o'clock in the morning, which is like halfway through my shift, and it's amazing.
Oh, what doesn't that sound like fun?
Well, there's just no one there.
Sounds like personal torture.
You can go in and work out, and you don't have to fight over machines. You pick whatever you want, go do your thing, and there's no one there to bother you. You put on your music and ignore the rest of the world. It is quite pleasant. So been doing that. Zoe is here this weekend, so she's actually downstairs finishing up a show, which is cool. And been able to hang out with her since Thursday, and then she goes back to her mom's tomorrow evening. So at least get to spend a little bit more time with her, which is awesome. We ended up going to breakfast this morning, which was nice. Like, that's one thing that's kind of frustrating about working this shift. Like, I don't get, we don't get a lot of time together. So when we do, we take full advantage of it. So I got to go to a brunch place that Brandy and I had never been to. We took Zoe, and gentlemen, they had shakshuka on the menu.
Shakshuka.
Yeah, there's your new word.
There's my new word. Now I got to figure out how to write it.
And if you've never had it, it's awesome. I actually make it. It's one of my. It's something I picked up years ago. It's really simple and it's really tasty. It's basically like you make a tomato-based, almost like a pasta sauce, but maybe a little bit thicker. And then you add anything vegetable that you want. So this one had, what all did it have in there? It had green peppers, onions, wild mushrooms, brain fart, sweet potato, and then like the other main ingredient is you basically, once you've made the sauce with whatever you want in it, you poach eggs in it. So you toss your eggs in to poach, and then let them cook, and then you take that tasty thing and you put it into a bowl, and then you make it, either serve it with toast or something along those lines. And holy cow, theirs was the only complaint I had. It needed a little bit more kick to. I had to add some hot sauce. But Pappy Van Winkle shakshuka briefs with a special pocket.
And hot sauce.
And hot sauce. That's where you keep the hot sauce, in the special pocket.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know,
Hey, quick question.
the thing, you don't have a special, like, pocket. Like, I have tactical hot sauce, man.
I can't say I use the tactical pocket for the hot sauce.
Yeah,
No.
it's on my belt. It's right next to usually where I keep like my can for Zyn, and then my flashlight's there, and then my ticket's on the other side.
Nope.
I can't say I do.
Nope.
Dude,
I'll keep it in my desk if I need it anywhere.
no, man. Like, you're standing in line in the chow hall, you get your food, you go to your seat, and you're like, dude, I need some hot sauce. Bro, I got you. and it's right there, easy accessible.
You just pull it out.
Yeah, like sometimes it's Cholula, sometimes it's some special stuff from like Hell's Kitchen. You know,
Mm.
they make a verde one, which is pretty good. It's really good on tacos. Um, you know, I I have no idea who that is.
420 is Philip.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's true. I am in fact, and I am all about democracy this evening. Throw that one out there again.
Special pocket for your tactical hot sauce.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tactical hot sauce is essential. I will say that on deployment, when you're on deployment, yeah, no, it's a must. Especially I've never done the boat, but that is something that disappears
Yeah.
very quickly.
It goes.
And
You have to
being
walk
on a
down.
being on a ship, it's not like you can just get some more very easily.
You can. The problem is you have to be brave
Mm.
because the Chief's mess always has condiments. Always. If you're running out of ketchup, you walk downstairs, you look left, you look right, you knock, you open the door, see if anybody's in there. If it is, you come up with an excuse. If they're not, you look around, you walk in, you grab it off the table, and you run.
Grab the hot sauce and run.
So, does your boat not believe in cameras and security system?
In certain places,
Not the Chiefs mess.
not the Chief's mess.
There's no camera in the Chief's mouth.
All theoretical, of
No.
course.
I'll tell you straight up.
He can never confirm.
Yeah.
No, he did it.
I did it. Yeah, a really good buddy of mine was the CS1 down there, and I would walk into his office and sit down for a little bit and talk with him. Be like, bro, what do they have? And he'd be like, oh man, we just got some Cholula down here. I'm like, I'm gonna walk in real quick. He goes, okay, and I'd walk out with 2 or 3 bottles.
He's no longer on that boat, ladies and gentlemen. Just
I
Yeah,
am
say-
not.
The statute of limitations has long since expired. We can get away with talking
That's
about
right.
this
He's-
now
he's
without
done.
repercussions.
he's out of there. It's all good. We're not spilling any tea over here. It's all good.
No, I have tea, but I'm saving most of that for episode 500.
There it is.
500.
There's the 500 drop.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
3 years ago from now, we're still going to be talking about it.
Oh,
which is
jeez.
the funniest part.
We'll skip 100 just to get Alex to feel better. Next week's
Dude.
episode on 374.
I have so much stuff that I can just unload on you guys.
we-
Like, it's crazy.
We got to get there before y'all forget about this stuff. Just say it.
I won't.
That's ingrained in our brains.
Okay.
It is, in fact.
That's the funny part, Pat. That's why service members, veterans are so much fun to have at parties and events.
Because they always got a
Because
story.
we have stories for days.
Oh, boy.
because we either experienced it ourselves, we know a guy,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
or we know a guy, but it really was us. 'Cause it's
statutes of
theoretical, of course.
limitations
Got it.
Have not cleared on that one
Got
particular
it.
one just yet.
Noted.
Captain Kleptomania, Dad, there's only one thief in the entire military. Everyone else is just trying to get their stuff back.
The
It's
government?
true.
No. It's just that's what it is. There's
Oh.
only one thief in the entire military.
Everyone else is just trying to get their stuff back.
Oh, it's dawning on me now.
Mm.
Yeah,
Got it. Okay.
right. First guy. Yeah, you got it. There it is. There's only one thief in the military.
Got it. Everyone else is just trying to get their stuff back. Got it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Alex, what about you, homie?
This was my first full week at work. They made me check in on a Friday, and then I promptly went and provided for urinalysis and went home. It was pretty great. But this week we did what they call ALDC, which is the Advanced Leadership Development course. So ALDC is kind of interesting in the fact that it's literally all the programs that they have for leadership that they've kind of just like rolled into one course.
Mm-hmm.
and said, "Hey, you guys have to do this to make the next rank." So they made all of us go.
Oh,
Yeah. So
fun.
it's a 4-day course, and at the end of it, you have to get up and give a presentation on your leadership principles. It has to be 3 to 5 minutes, no PowerPoint allowed, and you can write stuff down. You can use training aids, however you want. You can draw on the board, whatever. So I had mine done before the first day was over because they said, "Hey, you're going to have to do this on Friday." I don't like sitting around waiting for that stuff. So I said, "Sure." So I came up with everything, and I was the only dude who got up there without anything written down. It was kind of interesting.
Ooh,
Yeah,
because you
but
know it all.
well, it's all in my head. I'm the oldest guy there, right?
No.
Including the chief that was running the course. I am the oldest
What?
guy there.
Come on, man. You salty old dog.
Yeah. So I sat through it. I participated. I didn't just sit there and be like, "This is dumb." No, like I gave meaningful insight. I answered the questions that they asked. I participated in the groups that they put us in, all sorts of other stuff.
Uh huh.
And I got up at the end and I gave my 3 points. And my 3 points are pretty simple. Number one is my favorite watchstanding principle. It's ownership, right?
Mm.
And it's not that these are my people. I own them. I can make them do whatever they want. It's these are my people. I am their
You're
their
responsible.
yeah. I'm their poo shield essentially.
Yeah.
If something comes down from the top, it's my job to protect them. But at the same time, you also have to have ownership of yourself. You have to be the guy that shows up when he's supposed to, or early, to make sure that he's on time. Punctuality is a very big thing for me. You have to be in the right uniform. You have to be, sat. You have to have a haircut, shave, and all that stuff. You have to be that example for them so that they're the guys that show up and they're the examples for everybody else.
Right.
Um, you have to be ready for everything. If you have to show up to training with a notebook, you should be there with a notebook. That's just, it is what it is. Number two was that honesty. Honesty is a very big thing for me.
Yep.
Don't lie to me, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to back you up, right? That is my responsibility, is to make sure that you are taken care of. Now, that can be a couple different ways. I could back you up as, fixing you, making sure that you know what the right answer is the next time.
Mm-hmm.
Or if, somebody's coming down on you for something, well, I'm going to get the story from you and then I'm going to go back you up because you're one of my people. I'm the guy. I'm the one that should be doing that interfacing if it comes to that. But if you lie to me and I go and make a fool of myself in front of somebody else that, I may respect or may respect me, I lose that credibility with them. So I can't help you anymore at that point because it's not right.
Yeah.
It wasn't the truth. So I'm backing up a lie at that point. So just don't lie to me. And the third point, and I looked at everybody in the room. I said, I've had a mentor for 14 years. It's been the same dude.
Hmm.
I call him. I talk to him on Facebook. I text him. I saw him every week at Magic, which prompted me into one of the other dudes going, "Oh, you play Magic too?" I'll get into that. And I was like, one of the first things that he told me as a junior sailor was, "You're replaceable.
Mm.
You are replaceable. At the end of the day, the Navy's still going to be here, whether you're here or not.
Yeah.
So you need to take care of you. You need to take care of your family. You need to take care of everything else outside of it because, again, at the end of the day, you are replaceable." And then I ended off with a Master Chief Campa quote that I've been carried around in my wallet forever. It was about deck plate leadership and how when sailors are ready for that next step, they should already know that it shouldn't be something that dawns onto them. Oh, hey, yeah, I should be leading more people at this point. No, it's something that should be, intrinsic to you.
Right.
But it was good. I had a good time, and I didn't read anything. Everything was spoken from either my head or from my heart, so it all kind of worked out.
Well done, sir.
Yeah. And I got invited out to a cigar bar with another dude. Unfortunately, that didn't work out because we had to take Liz's car in for an oil change.
Hmm.
So I only had one car at that point, and we ended up going on some adventures. I went, well, yeah, we're learning the area. We're driving
Nice.
around finding stuff, trying to find out where the Target is, where the WalMarts are.
Important things.
Yeah,
Those are
and
essentials.
it is
Essentials.
it is in fact.
Yes.
And we went to the new brewery that I joined. I am a Mug Club member now,
Good for you.
so I'm very excited about this. I got the opportunity to go out there, have some lunch, and spend some time as a family. Caroline is learning tic tac toe, and she doesn't understand that it's one at a time or how to block my moves or anything along those lines. So she ends up she starts a new table, and then she does all three of them and says, I win. We're working on that
Right.
One step at a time.
one step at a time. But I have gotten the opportunity to spread hate and discontent in the state of New York. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So
And it's not from
one,
his driving, folks. It's not
it
from
is
his.
not.
No, no, no.
No, no. These people can't drive, dude. It's stupid.
That's New York. Sorry,
But
Brandy.
yeah. But anyway, like one of the guys came up to me afterwards. He goes, "So you play Magic?" I said, "Yeah, man. I usually go every Friday night." He says, "Oh, um, well, I play Magic too, but I only play Commander." And I said, "We need to be friends." So he's like, "Well, I'm thinking about, I went to this place earlier this week. They play on Monday and Fridays. You should come out." I said, "Okay, cool. Here's my phone number. Let me know if you're going to go out, and I'll make sure that I'm out there." So he texted me and said, "Yeah, we're going to go." I said, "Let's go." So we showed up at the same time and walked in. We ended up in the same pod and got a chance to see what he was playing. And I was like, "Dude, that guy can be CEDH." He goes, "Well, I don't play him that way." And I said, "Well, okay, let me see." So I looked through what he's got, and I'm like, "You need to play these things together because your commander plus these things will allow you to go, infinite. So you can do whatever you want. You can just start throwing stuff from the bottom of your deck out onto the field, no problems." He was like, "Oh, okay." And I said, "If you go off, remember who gave you this opportunity."
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm sitting directly across from him, and he starts going, and he goes, "Dude," and I said, "You got it, don't you?" And he goes, "Yeah." So he plays it, and he starts it off, and I said, "I'm just gonna interrupt it by doing this." He's like, "What?" He's like,
Yoink.
You have to understand, man. I know all of these things. I know how to stop them. So if I can stop you, I'm gonna stop you." And he was like, "Dude," I was like, "Here's how I'm gonna win." And I went off and I killed everybody in one turn. And he goes, "Dude, that's just nuts." I said, "Yeah, man, this is my casual stuff. Do you want to see the competitive ones?" He goes, "Well, we have enough time for another game." Sure. I said, "Okay, we have enough time for a couple of games." He's like, "What?" So we played a couple more games that round.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, "Dude, like, how do you come up with this stuff?"
I don't sleep.
Well, this
No,
is
your
what goes
brain
on
just
in my
works on a
head.
different wavelength than everyone else's.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the second round we played, and I sat down and I was like, "What do you guys want to play?" I literally have everything. They're like, "Oh." We finally get the fourth guy to sit down, and he goes, "Let's play some competitive." I said, "Okay, let's play some competitive." So I pulled out, my best competitive stuff. And after about 5 minutes, they're like, "Dude, that shouldn't be legal." I was like, "It is." and I win. Are there any questions? Do you have a response? And they're like, yeah. I was like, okay, I have a response to that. Do you have a response? Okay, I have a response to that. Do you have a response? And I literally went through every single response that I have. And I said, are there any further responses? They're like, no.
I win.
Yeah. So the place that plays, they have it's an entry fee. You have to pay $8 to play, right? And the thing is, you get a booster pack just for showing up. So that means that you pay $8 to get a booster pack, and then you also get to play in the tournament.
Mm.
If you win the tournament, it's additional 8 packs. So I looked at the guy as he was like, you know, what packs do you want? I said, can I save them and then like get a box later? Because, you know, if I play today and then Monday and then Friday and then the following Monday, I have enough to get a box. He's like, how do you know you're going to win?
Did you watch?
I said, "Oh, okay, sure. You know, I'll take my 8. That's fine. But if I win on Monday, can I start saving them?" He's like, "I mean, yeah, I guess." I said, "Okay, that's a plan." So I'm gonna try and go back on Monday, and if I have the opportunity, if I get to go, we're gonna play, and I'm gonna make it a point and just look at them every single time, be like, save my packs. I'm gonna get a box.
How many packs are in a box?
Around 32, give or take. Usually about 30.
So 4 weeks, 1 month, 1 box.
2 weeks.
Oh, that's right, because you get to play
Mondays and Fridays.
You get to play twice a week, right?
Yeah. And then they have a reward system. Like you get a stamp for every time. Remember the Pokemon League from way back in the day?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. So you get a stamp for every time that you show up, and however many, like after the 5th stamp, you get like a free pack of Dragon Shields. After the 10th stamp, you get something else, and then there's like 20 stamps on the card. And if you get, you know, all of the stamps, then they give you something. I don't know what exactly. So, you know, it's kind of cool that way as well. There's a reward system for it, but there's also a reward for winning. So we're going to see.
Too funny.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait. That's awesome.
Yeah. There were 37 people there, and at the end of the night, 34 of them hated me.
Yeah. Aww.
Yeah. My buddy that I made friends with at the command, he's like, I'm gonna walk out with you just to make sure. I said, okay, man, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. It's a bunch of nerds. What's gonna happen? Yeah. But I bought some cards off of a buddy of mine who's having another kid, and I'm kind of excited for them to show up because
Yay,
there's
baby
stuff
goats.
that I don't have. So it's gonna be good.
Cool.
It's gonna be real good.
Philip has a
Phil
point.
says you're about to get nerfed.
Mm-hmm. They can't ban you because it's legal, but you are about to get nerfed. How would they nerf you, Alex?
I don't think they can, because the thing is I usually have like a price limit, and most of the stuff that's very expensive is the stuff that gets nerfed or banned.
Huh.
Like I had an angel in my deck that I had to take out because she got banned in just Commander specifically. Oh, not the cards, me. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
They're gonna shoot you with Nerf.
No, I got a feeling I'm gonna walk in.
They're gonna pull out their ninja Nerf katanas and start.
Oh, I'm gonna get LARPed on. That's what's gonna happen.
Fireball! Fireball! Fireball!
Fireball.
Oh man,
It's gonna be a great day.
I have a feeling that what's gonna happen is I'm gonna walk in. They're gonna be like, "What deck are you playing tonight?" I was like, "I don't know. What deck do you want me to play tonight?" And I'm gonna make them pick, and then I'm still gonna win.
You know, I forgot. I didn't mention off subject talk
Hey.
about the week, one place we did go. So I sent you guys that picture. So Alex, we went to another brewery here in the area called
Yes.
Battle Mage Brewing.
Oh, let's
Yeah, the one
go.
you sent the pictures of it like
Yeah,
midnight.
yeah. Sorry, it was late. I know.
I still liked it.
Um,
You're fine.
but gentlemen, I was in nerd like they have a running campaign. They have a running D&D campaign with like some 50 people that come to the brewery that they play weekly.
How do
And
you
the way
play 50 people?
that was what I asked. I'm like, how in the world do you guys? How can you make that work? And they basically they're like we essentially have a so everyone creates a character. They have multiple groups.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they break them down into multiple groups, and everyone runs like they have like the overarching storyline that everyone runs for, like running towards.
Uh-huh.
But you have like individual missions basically for the different groups. So, and because they do it that way, so let's say you come this week, but you can't come for like another 2 weeks. Your character still levels up with the everyone else, and then when you come in that next time and you come to play, your character is already leveled up, and then they roll you into another group, and the groups can move around, and you go as a team to go complete a whatever the objective is for that week. With the ultimate goal of like trying to defeat whatever boss or whatever it is. But then they have magic. Actually, when we walked in again on a Saturday night, there was a group of 4 people playing Commander in the corner. The one wall was a bunch of magic cards that had been framed. Like it was like a bunch of sets that was actually all the way framed. They had a Horde and Alliance flag leading back to the back where the brewery was at. You guys saw the picture of Illidan in the corner. No, just like this whole like the entire time they had an Iron Throne. Just like everything about this place. And then a dragon, a full-size animatronic dragon that he pushed a button and the dragon like did made did the whole thing, and then he pushed another button and it shot smoke. He couldn't get it to program out the front, so it came out of his butt. So yeah.
If he was eating the food, I guess that would make sense.
Well, and now here's the best part. So not only like again, all of this like nerd heaven. It's about 20 minutes from the house. It's in the next town over. But the best part, even the like just the coup de grace, the beer was actually really good. So it's just like this. Puff the farting dragon. So just everything about this place was absolutely phenomenal. I was very impressed. It was really cool. They had characters. So the reason I found out about the D&D, and one of the guys that was actually playing Magic told me about, because he's one of the DMs. And he pointed to the walls. So like in the one section of it's not even a very big brewery. It's actually pretty small. But in the area where the bar is at, you look up behind you, and on the wall are all of the character sheets from previous players when their character died, and it has in red written across it like decapitated, immolated, like how they died. And they're just tacked up like one after the other all the way around the bar. It was really awesome. So bunch of board games, so even if you just want to go in and just play a board game, they have a huge selection of board games. Gentlemen, life goals, I felt like I was in. It was perfect.
Nice.
It was very cool.
I'm just saying that's an idea for the however many bees we got now.
I'm with you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was yes,
Yeah.
Liz, we steal this idea.
I mean, if it's on the West Coast, they're not going to hurt us if we take it on the East Coast.
No.
Nope.
Just saying.
No, but I loved the ambiance. It was definitely cool. Met the owner. He was actually working the bar.
Cool.
And got a chance to talk to him for a little bit, and it was a nerds heaven. It was absolutely phenomenal. It was so cool. Like all the artwork, all of that. Like all their can artwork was original. The beers' names were awesome. Like they had the White Wolf, um, the One Hop, like the One Ring.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. There's a couple other really good names, but yeah, no, it's just everything about it was pretty awesome. So
I love it.
I'm
Anyways.
just saying, like, I need to be a final boss wherever we're at. Like, if one dude just keeps getting too uppity, like, I'm not gonna play. You know, I'll play occasionally, but if some dude's just like, oh man, I'm the best, throw me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Send in.
Send in the baker.
That's right.
Sit down with my apron on, covered in flour. All right, man, ready to go.
As you tuck
have
your
a good
beard
game.
in. Put it in, yeah, you pull it out of your apron just to show your yeah. He's
So
cooking.
I pulled it open real quick because I got to read a few of these. So they had Shroud of Mist, the Hop Dukin, Summon Ifrit, Hooded Assassin. The Beer is Dark and Full of Terrors.
Nice.
Chaotic Evil, Divine Light. The beer is dark and full of caffeine. They did a milk stout. This is kind of awesome. We had this one, a Chocobo Hef, Dark Machinations. They named a beer Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker.
Nice.
One Hop to Rule Them All.
Yep.
The White Wolf, Astral Hammer, Muradin's Mild, Divine Light, Molten Core, Eldritch Fog,
Okay.
The Hero's Feast. I just like,
Yeah.
there's everything.
He said Hadouken. or
Hadouken, Dad.
Hopduken.
Hop Dukin, not Count Dookie. We're done with the underwear stories. No more underwear stories tonight.
Secret pouch.
Secret pouch.
I'm just saying, until you get one, like it, you don't know.
Obi onesie.
Obi onesie.
I didn't know that was.
I don't know.
big.
No, not hot dookie. Hayukin.
Hop Dukin.
Hot.
He'll get it eventually.
Rakuten.
Rakuten.
That's right. Oh,
It's pronounced Temu, not Timu.
goodness.
Learned that one at the
Yeah.
learned that one at the Super Bowl this year.
Yay! Oh, so my week was easy. You're good, Pop. We still love you. My week was very, very easy, but also very jam-packed. Lots of meetings. So, remember our T-shirts?
Absolutely.
The builder, the baker, and the brewer. The procurer of those T-shirts, good old Trina. Love you, Trina. She and Shirley Smith, our bookkeeper from Parkersburg, came up and visited with us all week. And so we got to show them all that is EBC and Atlanta life. They worship with us at Temple. It was awesome. Just a fantastic, wonderful visit with them. Very soul renewing as well, because just to see the growth and the beauty that God is doing in their lives and in their ministries still in Parkersburg. Just a true blessing. So Trina, thank you. If you talk to Shirley, or when you talk to Shirley, pass on our thanks as well, because they came down in 2 days and went back home in 2 days, and just a real blessing to have them here. Gentlemen, I got to preach Good Friday. Obviously that was on Friday 2 days ago, and it's a joy and a passion of mine to be able to preach, and I had that privilege on Friday. And then yesterday, more car stuff. Yay, more car stuff. We're getting closer and closer to that possibility of actually having a car for Julia. Working on it. Pray about it, please.
Will. Absolutely.
And then this morning we got up bright and early and went to church for Easter Sunday, and huge blessing again back at Atlanta Temple, and visiting with family and seeing friends and those who you rarely see, but they come on the special holidays. catching up with them again. So just really, really good stuff. The music was amazing. The band this morning, gentlemen, rock your socks. It was awesome. Some really good pieces were played this morning, and give God the glory. But so that's been what's up. It is my week to do the question, and we've got 0 to no time. So I'm gonna make this quick, easy, and in a hurry. You ready?
See,
Pop says that our cousin Becky has surgery tomorrow. We need to remember her.
Amen.
Question for the week, real quick. What affects your attitude the most? And I'm going to let you pick either good or bad. So what affects your attitude the most, and why? I was going to ask you both good and bad, but since we have a little bit of time, just give me what you want.
I can do good and bad very quickly, but Greg, go ahead.
Yeah, no, your outlook.
Your outlook? Like your personal outlook or the outlook of others?
Your personal outlook. No one can. Someone else's outlook has absolutely nothing to do with you, in my opinion.
No, but it does affect my attitude.
It can, but that's if you let it. But how you respond to that outlook, their outlook of you, is going to affect your attitude. Your own outlook, how you perceive things, is going to affect your attitude, and hands down. That's if I come in with a mindset, so like again, work is the most basic example. Or if I just waking up in the morning, if I wake up in the morning and I have a bad outlook, I'm probably going to have a terrible attitude.
So you're an optimist.
You have to. In this game,
you have to be an optimist.
No,
interesting.
If you are,
or in your field, you have to be an optimist.
Absolutely. If you're a pessimist about everything, you're going to work yourself into an early grave. You are going to be on every anti-anxiety medication under the sun, or you're going to try and find other ways to cope, because if you cannot take a positive outlook, or just that outlook determines everything, in my opinion.
Good stuff. Thanks, bud.
Short and sweet. I got it.
I like it. Alex?
Stress.
That's
stress. And the good, lack of stress or stress itself.
Got it.
Right. So there is a happy medium when it comes to stress, right? We're people of motivation, right? If there's absolutely no stress, you have no motivation, right? If there's way too much stress, there's no motivation, right? If you're not stressed at all, well, I can get to that later. That's something that can happen. That's, it's something that really doesn't affect me right now. And your outlook is good at that point, but at the same time, there's no motivation. You're not really going to function. If there's too much stress, the weight of the world ends up on you. Oh, well, this is terrible. I can't do anything because, there's all this stuff that's going down. There's a happy medium, right? There's enough stress to get you motivated, but not too much stress to shut you down. So, stress.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess mine can go both ways, too. It can make a good or a bad attitude, and that is food. For me. So, for me, if I'm partaking of some really good food, guess what? My attitude is it's awesome. It's great. I'm loving life. But if I've gone through a long day and I haven't eaten, my attitude stinks. It is righteously the gutter. And so, if that's even a possibility. And so,
his blood sugar is down.
It might be. It might be a chemical thing that bashes my attitude, but let me tell you, folks, you want to make Patrick happy, give me some good food.
Amen.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I do. Yep.
I got you. Come see me.
I would love to. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan. All right.
We're all going to New York.
Let's see. Give me your top 2 dad jokes. Ready? Top
Yes.
2.
What do you call an angry carrot?
An angry carrot? I don't know.
A steamed veggie.
Wah, wah. It doesn't matter if you're tall or short, thin or fat, rich or poor. At the end of the day, it's night.
How many Easter eggs can you fit in an empty basket?
I don't know.
Only one. After that, it's not empty anymore.
Yeah, that's smart.
Where was King David's temple located?
Jerusalem.
Beside his ear. One second.
And I've got yeah, we hear you.
Hello, Hunter.
It's time for dinner for them.
Light travels faster than sound. That's why some people appear bright until you hear them speak. Really? That's all you got? Fine. Alex?
What sport are eggs the best at?
Something scramble. No. Whisked? I don't know.
Running.
It's only funny because it's coming from you.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode 150 of Brothers in Arms podcast. Chat, you have been on fire tonight. We thank you so much for all of your conversation. You've really added to our conversation this evening. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, Alex is going to come back at you in just a second, Alex, or Philip. But here we are with the good stuff with you. So twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast. You too can join our chat and hang out with us live as we do this and make fun of us, laugh with us, laugh around us, laugh at us, all that jazz. You too can join us in the fun. Twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast. We typically meet on Sundays around 9 o'clock Eastern time. Don't know what the time it is for that guy because I don't do math. But there you go, 6 o'clock on the West Coast.
7:20 p.m.
Well, look at you, sir. Right now. Look at you. But you can hit us up there. You can also hit us up on our Twitter at yourbrothersinarmspodcast. You can also find us on Instagram, Your Brothers in Arms Podcast. You can find us on the YouTube. That is Brothers in Arms Podcast. That's all one word. That's where you can find this episode, all the live, not the live, but the visual stuff, the good stuff. That's where you want to see it. Because then you can see all of our hands, our jazz hands and all that jazz. It's fire. And you can also hear that in your ear holes wherever podcasts are delivered. So please enjoy that to the best of your ability. Gentlemen,
mute button.
That's why we have a mute button.
I'm on push to talk. I wanted y'all to hear that.
He did that intentionally, folks, just for you. That's right, just for you. So we're about to hit that button. Before we do, gentlemen, any parting remarks?
As always, continue to drink your water, change your socks, take your Motrin, and keep a positive outlook.
Boom. Nice. Alex?
Hydrate.
Yeah, I'm doing my knockoff sparkling waters.
Yeah, there you go.
Aldi's, baby. Aldi's for the win.
Very well.
Nope, this is from my brewery. It's called Uncurious.
Sounds nice.
And today marks the celebration of my risen Savior, Jesus Christ. And so I would just encourage you, if you don't know him, you need to know him, because how important it is. So, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love you so much, gentlemen. I love you.
We love you too, brother.
We love you too, brother.
Thank you. And everybody, y'all take care. We will see you soon. Mom, we love you. Dad, we love you. Thanks for hanging out. It's awesome. I love this. All right, everybody take care. See ya.
Bye now.
Bye.
Oh, my eye itches.
Hey. I got an itch in my eyeball.
I got something in my eye. It's your finger.
I
Hey,
got
what's that?
another one.
It's only awkward when you scratch it.
What's that?
There we go.
What's what?
What's that?
What's what?
It's my finger.
That's a
You
hot
fell
cone.
for it. That's a window that looks into Karen's yard.
Ooh, Karen.
Oh.
Oh, you know Karen, though. Karen is nice.
Yeah, we like
Yeah,
Karen.
Karen's actually cool.
We
This
like
Karen's a
Karen's
nice
alright.
lady.
Yeah, we like Karen.
She got a nice dog.
Her name is Karen. She's not a Karen.
It's true.